If you are a female or a business owner or both, you're going to love this next interview. Thanks for joining me here on WOWBIZ Weekly. I'm Lynn Hinderaker. I'm soon to introduce you to a lady who runs a company that has done very well over the years here in Omaha, but decided for a terrific decision, by the way, to move into a new market segment, start serving a new type of customer. It was a long and arduous task. She stuck with it and she succeeded. I'm proud to introduce you to Angela McGee, everybody. Please welcome Angela McGee from Spin Laundry, Spin Linen Management. There you are. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Great, great. Redheads that you are, huh? Are redheads natural born leaders?
Yes, we're a little feisty.
I think so. I think that's probably a great way to lead this off. Now tell me, first of all, tell me a little bit of background about Spin Linen, so we understand who we're talking with.
Sure.
Here.
Spin's been around for 80 years. This is our 80-year anniversary. We actually used to be called Spick and Span Linen Supply, and a couple of years ago, as part of this strategy to go to some different markets, we decided we needed to rebrand. So that's how we came up with Spin Linen, and
I love it. I love it. It'd be a great name for a PR agency, by the way, if you ever decide to get into that business. But keep going.
So Spin has been around for a long time. It's been a family business. My father and my grandfather bought it in the late 70s. And I've owned it now. This is my 8th year of ownership.
Wow.
So.
How about a round of applause for 8 years? Female leadership. I love it. I love it. You're part of a very interesting macro trend out there. There's been a lot of books written. Do you ever get a chance to attend any of these seminars about
I have 4 children, so I just try to keep my head above water.
Just getting here in the morning is a good deal for you.
Yeah, me getting here was quite a task.
All right. So you've got this mature industry, you've got a mature company, and when did you make the decision to move into, I believe it was the health services sector? Until then, you had not been servicing them. You were in the food service
right, and what we do is essentially we wash dirty linen. It's very glamorous. We have about 40 employees, and we wash dirty linen.
All right, well,
so we've always serviced the hospitality market. So we do restaurants with their napkins and chef coats and bar towels and mats, and we've done that well for many years. I worked in Chicago for several years and worked for a healthcare linen company.
Okay.
And when I came home and decided to buy the business, I said, we need to go to healthcare. That's where the market's going. So we're doing sheets and pillowcases and patient gowns. And
seems like an obvious choice. I mean, it's a big industry, and they survived the recession and so on. But what were the complications of this decision?
It was very difficult because hospitality market and healthcare are two very different animals, and the customers that you're trying to cater to have very different rules and regulations. For example, healthcare is very regulated by government, and there's a lot of standards that you have to meet in terms
even when it comes to linens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
they make processing linen very difficult.
Okay. So hospitality and food service not so much as healthcare. Okay.
Right.
So what was the first barrier you ran into? I know that this required a tremendous persistence and vision. Tell us about dealing with that.
I've fallen on my face many times trying to break into this market, and as a small business, and I just didn't get taken very seriously. And the first challenge was we didn't have a plant that was compliant with what the regulations were of the healthcare sector.
Okay.
They had certain processing requirements that you had to meet, which required capital investment. And early on in my ownership, I was just trying to pay my dad, make sure he got his check every week.
So did you have to go and seak outside investors and stuff, or did you kind of cobble it together?
No, I just ate ramen for a long time, and we actually eventually got there.
Real sacrifice involved, even in a company that's that old. That's something perhaps we don't always fully appreciate.
Right. So we actually about 2 years ago decided to make a pretty significant capital investment in the company, and we invested about $1.5 million in new equipment and
wow, that's not a small number.
No. So
was it scary?
Extremely. It's a big investment. I mean, I got 4 kids' college funds to pay for, so
And here you are writing out
and here I am investing $1.5 million in my business.
Right.
So
what did your employees say about all this? What was the internal buzz about this? Did they assume it'd be fine? Or were they nervous a little bit about what Angie was doing, or what?
They amazingly trust me. I'm shocked that they do, but they do trust me. One of the things is, I surround myself with A players. I like people that are ambitious, people that like challenge, and people that are willing to go to the next level. So I don't have a team that's really scared of much of anything. So
Boy, that speaks a lot for you and your ability to engage and get those, cultivate trust, I think. Okay, so tell us kind of what's the happy ending at the end of this movie plot?
Well, this week, actually, I just signed my largest contract of my career. I signed Alegent Hospital, all 90 of their clinics.
Oh my gosh, Alegent! Congratulations. That is huge. I mean, you went right for the top on that, didn't you?
Oh, I'm not done. I got a long ways to go, trust me.
Wow,
So,
good for you. So what is the next step for the organization right now? Is it just basically swallow that account and be able to handle it and process the additional business?
Of course, but we also have pretty aggressive growth plans. I have a plan for in the next 3 years to almost double in size again because we have the equipment and the capacity. And
now you have a sense of momentum. You're probably a little more confident now, huh?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little cocky these days.
All right, well, we're cocky for you. We're very, very happy to have you show up here. I know you have a very busy personal lifestyle as well, so we're excited, and congratulations again. Angela.
Thanks for having me.
Angela McGee from Spin Lynn. We'll be right back. Thank you so very much for watching us here on WOWBIZTV.com. I'm Lynn Hinderaker. We'll see you soon. Thanks again.